Why, hi there, Jordan. Welcome to a Monday. Fresh back from work, 3 in the afternoon, and I'm reminded why I don't normally do these things on Mondays. What's happening, friend? I was glad to see in your last video that you are very busy, because I think that that's probably really important as a sophomore undergraduate student to be very busy. And I'm glad to see that you're being challenged. At least I think you're being challenged. I think that that's probably part of what makes you a little uncomfortable, is that maybe for the first real time in your life, you're being challenged a bit, in that your normal amount of effort might not be necessarily all that's required. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but that is what it seems. It's good to be busy, and I think it's totally normal as a sophomore in college to really feel like you're overburdened to a certain extent, like really busy with work. I mean, that's what you're there to do, right? Is to learn as much as possible in this kind of compressed period of time that is a semester. So it's not surprising that you feel very, very busy. Your other comments reminded me a little bit of how I often feel in my own work. When you focus on a routine every day, it becomes very monastic. And I always feel that way in my own teaching. It's like the monastic life of a teacher. You know, it begins in September and it basically goes until June, and you just basically, you pray at the altar of the job more than anything else. And I think that that's a lot of what you're experiencing too in your college. It's just, the routine is demanding, and so there's not a lot of time for things outside of the routine. And I think that, again, is like totally normal. So I hope that you're not feeling too down about this kind of stuff, because I think it's just the college experience. I do think as you move into the higher level courses over the next couple of years, you'll see that it changes a little bit, and that the routine stays in place, but it probably won't feel like quite as much work in that sense. There'll certainly be a lot of work, but it'll be a different kind of work. So that's my take on your most recent video. I'm really psyched that you're so busy that you can't get these things up on Sundays, because it gives me a little space in my own life. Not a whole lot to report over here. Busy weekend. We had a party for a family friend at the house on Saturday. And Saturday morning, as you know, I worked homecoming, escorting the junior float down Deer Park Avenue. And yesterday we just kind of hung out. We took it pretty easy. I've got a couple of projects going on outside of my normal stuff, so I'm just kind of thinking about those. As you mentioned, presentations. I start giving those presentations next Sunday, and I'll give one next Sunday, and then I'll give one the Thursday of the week after that, and then the Friday of the week after that, and then I will be presentation free once again. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty psyched about that. Got a couple other things, kind of irons in the fire, but I read this really interesting thing. It's called like I forget what it's exactly called. It's probably called the law of equal chances, or the equal odds rule, which is like if you do something, there's basically equal odds that it will be good or that it will not be good. So the solution is to just do as much as possible. And I think that I had kind of subconsciously adapted to that prior to reading about the rule, but I'll put a link down below so that folks can read about it. Yeah, so that's it. We're going up upstate next weekend. That's part of my thing. We're going to go up to the in-laws' house, and then I'll continue up to Rochester, and then I'll come back to my in-laws' house, and then we'll continue back home. And then the week after, I'm going to Cleveland, Ohio, which is, I'm sure, as fun as it sounds. So I hope everything's good with you. I look forward to seeing your next show, whenever it is, and just keep at it. Just keep praying at the altar of school. That's probably the best advice I can give you. All right, take it easy.